Hey everybody, I am here for another devotional thought for you, and hey look, I'm at church. I came by, I had to do some things. I just wanted to let you know it's all still standing. Everything is good, everything is fine. It's a little emptier than I'm used to, but at least we're all here. As you feel like maybe as you watch this that you are here too. I don't know, that sounds cheesy, I'm sorry. Anyway, I want to bring you guys a little devotional thought, and it is actually one that Cohen brought to me this week. We were kind of doing some devotions at home, and this was one that he kind of came up with. And as he finished it, I really liked it. I thought it was something that you guys could do and hear for yourselves. So I want to jump here to Luke 22, and this is verses 39 through 46. 39 through 46. So, and I'm going to read out of the NIV right now, just because I kind of like the wording of it. I know I usually read out of the NRSV, but I kind of like the wording here of the NIV a little better. So, Jesus went out as usual to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. Upon reaching the place, he said to them, "Pray that you will not fall into temptation." He withdrew about a stone's throw beyond them, knelt down and prayed, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." An angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him, and being in anguish, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. When he rose from prayer and went back to his disciples, he found them asleep, exhausted from sorrow. "Why are you sleeping?" he asked them. "Get up and pray that you will not fall into temptation." Here's the point of that I kind of want to point out today, that I not necessarily Jesus and his prayers, but going back to Jesus and his instructions to his disciples. He tells them when they get there to pray so that they don't fall into temptation. Temptation here basically meaning sin. Pray that you don't fall into sin. He goes away and comes back and they've fallen asleep, and he says, "What are you doing?" "Pray that you don't fall into sin." I think a lot of times these disciples had the mindset that because Jesus was right there with them, that they were okay, that they were learning from Jesus. And I think that's something that we do a lot of times too. That we just say, well, I got Jesus here all around me, and I got Jesus in me, and I feel comfortable with that, so everything's fine. I don't really need to do anything. Jesus talks to them here about action. Go and do. Go and pray that you may not fall into sin and temptation. Go and pray. What are you doing not praying? Pray like I told you to do. I think it's just a good reminder here that God never asks us to be settled in one place. He wants us all around all the time. He wants us to be active in what we're doing. And the only way that we're going to avoid sin in our world is to be active and to pray that we don't fall into it. So I know a lot of us are stuck at home and it's really hard, and you're jealous that I'm here at church. I got out. But we can't let that time where we sit at home be a time where we don't do anything. Because at the very least, we should be active in our faith, and we should be praying, and we should be studying, and we should be taking advantage of the time that we have here in this kind of quarantined isolation to maybe grow a little closer to God. Don't just sit and do nothing. Use the time and follow God's instructions here when he says go and pray that you don't fall into temptation. So that's my encouraging thought for today. Hopefully you all are having a good week. Again, if anybody needs me, you know how to get a hold of me. And I will be posting another sermon on Sunday. Be a little longer than these, obviously. And I look forward to that time together. Thank you all.